So I finally also tried Weltrade for myself, and now I'm just giving a brief review from my own point of view, right? So that you also know if you can try out Weltrade or stuff like that, or even if you are using Weltrade, just comment in the comments down below what you think about Weltrade, right? So yeah, I've traded Weltrade, I think, yeah, more or less, right? And I'm just giving a review so far of what I've been able to see, and it's so like a comparison with Deriv because that's the other broker that I use, right? So first off, right, so let's start with the deposits, right? So the deposits, it's easy to make a deposit on Weltrade, right? Not easy, but yeah. As for me, I was using USDT, right? So the advantage of using USDT is that I was able to make faster withdrawals, right? I think the deposit took about 3 to 5 minutes and it was already reflecting in my account. And for the withdrawals, if you are using withdrawing with USDT again, right, it's faster, right? And maybe it also depends on the wallet that you're using or the USDT, but it's supposed to the USDT, the Tron, not Ether, right? So it's faster when depositing or withdrawing. So that's number one: faster withdrawals and deposits. And maybe it also depends on the wallet that you're using. I was using BitGet, and I think even Binance is faster. I think generally USDT is faster for deposits and withdrawals, right? And the second reason on those deposits again, second advantage, so like of World is that it's uh World is actually right now it's offering two. Right now World is offering 50% deposit bonus. So imagine if you are depositing $25, I think it's the starting for point for the bonus is $25, I think. Right. So imagine if you are funding $50, right, and you get a 50% deposit into the trading account. Make sure don't forget. I forgot this when I was depositing. Select the account that you are going to be trading. So if it's synthetics, make sure that you select the synthetics account when you are depositing, right? And you get that bonus, that $50, not 50% bonus. If you are depositing $50, you get $75 into that trading account. And of course, there are conditions that have to be made for you to withdraw that bonus, right? But generally, is just free money, right? So yeah, that's so like the second reason. So if you want to get that bonus, there's a link in the description box down below for Weltrade so that you can get you can open a Weltrade account. Is it the third? I think the fourth reason, right, is that Weltrade is volatile. It is a high leveraged account, right? So I think it's 1:10,000, I think, right? But it's faster. I'm telling you this. When Weltrade is faster, from my own experience, by the way, right? When I'm comparing with Deriv, it's easier. It's faster to make money on Weltrade than on Deriv, right? I think it's easier to make $50. I can make 50 on Weltrade. You can make $50 with three setups using the smallest lot, right? But on Deriv, you can using the smallest lot, you can take I don't know how many trades in order to make that same amount, right? But on Weltrade, I'm telling you, Weltrade is faster, it's high leveraged, and that's the reason why I trade synthetics for me personally. So this is also it goes two ways, right? It's either you're going to lose money faster or you're going to make money faster, but it's a double-edged, it's a two-edged sword, right? Say that you're making money faster or you're losing money faster, right? But as for me, that's what I like about synthetic indices. That's why I was using Deriv in the first place, because it's faster, it's more volatile, so it's easier or it's faster. You make money faster or you lose money faster. That's what I want, right? So that you just get to know if it worked out or if it didn't. But that's just one reason. But on Deriv, there's also this thing that let's say eventually, of course, you're going to lose money. Of course, you won't win each and every time, but it's better that I blow up my $50 account after maybe I've withdrawn 250 or 300 on World rather than I blow on Deriv when it's so like it's slow, but eventually you obviously blow. Not obviously, it's not obvious, but eventually, especially if there are small accounts, you eventually blow. But it's better to actually blow after you've withdrawn a lot more money when you had a better chance of making more money rather than sticking with Deriv because you won't blow faster, but eventually you blow. But when you win, you are making $3 rather than when you are winning on Weltrade, you're making $30 or stuff like that, right? So that's the fourth reason that why I like trading on what trading on Weltrade, right? And the fifth reason, so far, Weltrade, maybe it's because it's just starting, right? But it doesn't require much paperwork or verifications, right? Even if you prove identity, I don't even think at this point I've proven my identity yet, but it's still working. It's so like it's not yet a requirement. Of course, they are going to incorporate this as you go, but so far there hasn't been. It's not that much of a hassle. Or rather than on Deriv, you're supposed to prove identity, proof of address, proof of employment, tax, whatever, everything. So there are many chances of you losing your account because maybe you failed to provide papers for either one criteria, right? So on Trade, this is still at a minimum, and I think it will take a lot of time for them to start incorporating or enforcing this, or even blocking accounts, right? It will take a lot while. So yeah, let's just utilize this while it's still available, right? Yeah, and on Trade, I feel that, or maybe it's just because of me, but I was able to get more setups on Trade rather than on Deriv, right? So what I'm saying is that my criteria for entries more meet more on Weltrade rather than on Deriv. Maybe that's why I was able to make more money overall. But overall, I'm just saying that you can so like Weltrade isn't giving, there aren't that many manipulations. I wouldn't want to say manipulations because that's just how the market moves. But overall, there are more chances. So like it's so like respects your setups, whichever strategy that you're using, by the way, right? Any strategy. I've tried BDMM, I've tried price action, and even supply and demand. But any other strategy that you're using, I'm sure that it's always simpler, easier to get more setups that are respected, by the way, rather than on Deriv. So like Deriv has a lot of manipulation, more or less. I wouldn't want to say manipulation, but yeah, it is what it is. But that's from my experience from the time period that I've traded, right? And of course, maybe this will change over time. Or if it was, maybe it was just that day, we don't know. But as for me, so far, I'm sticking with World, and World is it's good. Is That's what I'm going to be using from now. Yeah, of course, I won't give up on Deriv because Deriv is the, what we say is the ancestor, is the beginning. So I won't give up on Deriv. I will keep on trading Deriv, but I think I will focus more on World Trade right now for now, as of now, because there are more chances of, or I feel that I have more chances of making money there, right? And of course, as you know, trading is so like emotional. Is Do you say emotional is so like intuitive, what you think, your perception, or even not, let's not say in trading only, because but generally in every aspect of life, your perception, right? So if I feel that I have a better chance on winning on all trade, then of course I'm going to feel like I'm going to win more on all trade rather than on Deriv. So I'm just going to go with what I feel like I have more chances of winning right now. So yeah, that's it. And if you want to join me in this journey, don't forget to subscribe, like, and comment down in the comment section down below. And if you've also been using WorldTrade and the things that I've left out, just comment them in the comment section down below, so that maybe they can also help somebody out. And if you've opened a WorldTrade account and you've seen how it works, then come back and comment so that maybe it can also help somebody else. So yeah, I think that's it. Peace out. And remember, you're the bridge between where you are and where you want to be. So do the hard work, especially when you don't feel like it. Peace.